Do you know that there are health benefits to owning a dog? According to WebMD, dogs can lower your blood pressure. Male owners have less signs of heart disease, lower triglyceride levels, and lower cholesterol levels. Having a dog in your home can also lower the risks of asthma and allergies, according to WebMD. But I'm not here today to persuade you into getting a dog. I'm here today to inform you the things to consider before you choose a new furry best friend. There are three things to consider before adopting a dog. Those things to consider are time, space, and money. First thing to consider before adopting a dog is your time and how much time you are willing to dedicate to your new dog. If you decide on adopting a new puppy or an untrained dog, you should expect to spend more time with your new best friend. You will need to train him on what is off limits, where to potty, or what is unacceptable behavior, such as chewing on furniture or shoes. When potty training your dog, look for signs such as sniffing around, and quickly show your dog where it should go potty. It is important to reward your dog with good behavior. If you do not have time to dedicate to a new puppy, you may consider getting an older dog or a dog that's already been trained. You may want to also consider chew toys for your new dog so that it'll be encouraged to chew on the toys instead of your furniture. Dogs need maintenance and care. Dog needs to be brushed, washed, and have their nails clipped and their eyes and ears cleaned. These things vary from dog to dog. Some dogs need more maintenance than others. For example, some breeds need to be professionally groomed. It is important that you keep their nails clipped to avoid breakage and pain, and their eyes and ears need to be wiped clean to avoid irritation and infection. Aside from training and maintaining your dog, it also needs love and affection. You must be sure that you have time to spend with your new furry friend. This includes petting, fetching, playing games, and walks. Dogs that feel neglected may be more likely to misbehave if they feel neglected. You should also expect to walk your dog for about an hour a day. These are examples of puppies. This is a beagle, and this is a French Mastiff. Beagles and collies, according to animalplanet.com, make the most racket, and this little guy is eventually going to grow into 180 pounds, which takes us to the next thing to consider. When you're choosing a dog, you need to evaluate the amount of space that you have. If you have a small home or an apartment, you may want to choose a smaller dog because bigger dogs take up more space and they might have adequate room. And if you choose a tiny dog, you need to make sure that your tiny dog can't get trapped in small places. Stairs are also things to consider. Some dogs, such as Dachshunds, are susceptible to back problems when they have to go up and down stairs a lot. It is also important to block off unwanted areas with baby gates. You also want to consider the size of your yard. Large dogs make large messes, so you need to be prepared to clean up those messes. If you choose a highly active dog, you must be prepared to walk your active dogs frequently. You also need to consider fencing off your yard to keep your dog in and to keep your dog from wandering off. These are higher energy dogs. This is a Weimaraner and a Dalmatian. Both need a lot of space to run around. Another thing to consider before getting a dog is how much money you will be spending on your new dog. Dogs need to be fed daily, and how much your dog eats varies on age and the size. You must keep in mind that you will be frequently purchasing dog food for the life of your dog. Your dog also will need things such as a collar, a leash, bedding, crates, and toys. You also need to make sure that your new dog will go to get annual vet checkups. And you also need to spay and neuter your dog, which the average cost to have an annual checkup is around $120. You also need to consider the monthly medications. One important medication that you need to treat your dog with monthly is heartworm prevention, so that your dog will not get heartworms. And you also need to treat your dog monthly with flea medication. So fleas can cause itching, infection, and it can also spread to humans. So it's important that you treat your dog frequently. According to the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the average annual cost for a large dog is around $900. These are examples of high maintenance dogs. That's another thing that you want to consider in cost is grooming. So in conclusion, before you make a decision about adopting a dog, you need to ask yourself 3 questions. Do I have enough time to dedicate for caring and maintaining a dog? Do I have adequate space for a dog? And lastly, do I have enough money to afford to care for my dog?